Hello, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to present our best practice, rethinking and remodeling entrepreneurship in Uganda as a sustainable strategy of NSSF Uganda. Before we start, I'd like to give an overview of NSSF Uganda. NSSF Uganda is a statutory body set up by an Act of Parliament 1985. Our mandate is to extend coverage to all eligible Ugandans and also to make savings a way of life for our members. Our core business model involves receiving contributions from our membership, making investments of those contributions, generating interest, which goes back as a return, and then paying it out to our members in form of interest and benefits. To date, we have about 600 staff within the fund that serves at least 1.52 million members, and we have a total asset base of just about $5 billion. So before we kick off our best practice, let's start with a question. How does the pension fund increase its membership in an economy that is not producing jobs? It's an important question, as this sets the basis in which and the business environment in which we operate. At the moment in Uganda, 600,000 graduates are produced annually, and only 10% of those find formal employment. This was exacerbated even further with the COVID-19 pandemic. That also contributed to a shrinkage in our collection rates to 2.9%. If the current trends continue, all projections show that the fund would eventually cease to exist by 2035. So, how does a pension fund increase membership in an economy that's not producing jobs? So the fund is looking to intervene in the entrepreneurship life cycle of businesses. By investing in at least $20,000 in small and growing businesses helps catalyze them to scale. But this, as we will see in later slides, is contingent on a number of things. The program is a 5-year partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and looks to seed fund and support at least 500 businesses with an intention to create or sustain at least 132,000 jobs. The hope is that through our joint intervention, 100 of those 500 businesses will be able to scale nationwide or beyond borders, and therefore driving the exponential impact that we're hoping to see. As I earlier mentioned, we're intervening at the entrepreneur's most delicate part of the entrepreneurship journey, a part whereby they have a business that's generating a few sales, but it's also on the precipice of collapse if not given sufficient support to help them move to the next stage to receive further financing. Businesses in this space are usually between $400,000 and $10,000 in terms of their capitalization size, and they have a high risk of failure. So we are hoping to intervene at this point through a series of mechanisms that will help them cross this Rubicon and become more attractive for further patient financing options further down the road. At Midterm, we have 3 key interventions in order to help these businesses. Education is a major pillar, whereby we're trying to change mindsets around entrepreneurship and introduce best practices in order to make these businesses realize that this is a potential career choice in order to make a dramatic impact in society. We're also extending our business development support through our business accelerator, where we extend our $20,000 seed funding and technical assistance to help businesses adopt the best practices for their business. And finally, we're putting together a pool of affordable financing, such that for businesses that do show that potential and ability to scale beyond borders, there is patient capital waiting for them to readily exploit. In year 3 of 5 of our initiative, having funded 267 businesses and supporting 15,000 learners across the country through our business academy. This initiative was pigeonholed in one department, but it takes a cross-functional approach to deployment, whereby each department renders its own skills and expertise in order to make this a scalable model and have it embedded as part of the fund's future sustainability strategy going forward. Now, our program is different from others that are in the market in that it was built for Ugandans by Ugandans and for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. We take pride in the fact that we've leveraged on the existing ecosystem in which innovators and entrepreneurs operate in, and therefore maximizing adoption and acceptance of the program. Our intervention is showing promising results for the fund. At the moment of the businesses that we are supporting, 127 of those have already contributed $42,000 in terms of social security contributions to the fund, and have already managed to create 1,800 new members. Although this number seems small, we must keep into context the fact that COVID had impacted the economy as well as the fund. But the trend shows that our intervention is actually beginning to make an impact. And therefore, the hope is that if we continue in this trend, we'll be able to turn things around. We also have a number of non-financial benefits as well. It has opened up new career opportunities for staff. It has helped the brand reposition itself as a trusted advisor, and has helped to bring systemic change in the entrepreneurship ecosystem by bringing together disparate parts of it into a seamless process that entrepreneurs can access and walk the journey through. Our social impact has also been remarkable as well. Through the 267 businesses that we are supporting, 56,000 direct and indirect jobs have been created or sustained. The program has a large public approval. This snapshot just shows the sentiments that we've had over the last 1 to 2 months. The peaks show the times in which we were making a call to entrepreneurs, and it seems that from this sample, entrepreneurs love the program. Beyond this, we've also received a number of allocates as well from other entrepreneurs and the general public that show that this is a much needed and very valuable initiative to have in order to try and stimulate entrepreneurship within. Our next steps. We do recognize that access to affordable financing is a major problem for many of the entrepreneurs, especially entrepreneurs of the size. So we're looking to experiment and pilot a number of approaches to try and ease access. One of which is establishing some form of a revolving fund, investing in larger ticket sizes, and finally bringing together that pool of investors that can afford blended financing in both debt and equity. We've also managed to have valuable lessons and insights. What is key in all of this is that partnerships is the only way to scale. Partnerships brings in a variety of skills, experience, and knowledge that no one entity, including that of the fund, has. And together, they're able to build a program that can be accepted by the masses and one that can be adopted and appreciated to those who are receiving it as a benefit. Thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to answering any other questions that you might have with regards to this presentation. Thank you.